Hello pimps that also like small models. So today we have a golden desert eagle, and it's a 1/3 scale keychain gun by this brand Yingtu. I think they make pretty good stuff. These do not fire anything. You can't have miniature firearms. That wouldn't be legal. So it's more of a fidget toy. Boy, that gun's so big I have a hard time fitting this bag. And then I gotta lose this keychain because I find it distracting. I get this plier here, get that side open, and twist it that way. Now we can take that off and throw that in the trash. So you can buy a cheaper version, which is plastic grips, but this is real wood. I decided to splurge because I already have a different one with regular grips. So this is a real wooden grip. Really cool. It's very, very shiny. Let me change the light angle actually, or the camera angle. I believe this is actually 1/3 scale based on my previous review. I listed as 1/3 scale. You can see there's this text. It could be, I'm not sure if it's printed on or if it's laser rastered, but it's not a sticker or a decal. The wood grain is really nice. I like it. It's very cool. Sorry, the camera is freaking out from the shininess of this thing. So the safety it doesn't work. It just moves a little bit. So, okay. And then the mag release, the little button here, and the magazine is metal as well. Pretty light though. It does have a brass bullet. It's hard to see in the gold plating, but okay. And it doesn't even eject the shells to my recollection. But let's try to first feed it up here without actuating. No, you're gonna have to literally actuate the mag release to get that mag up in there. So now if I cock this back, yeah, the brass bullet's way down there, so it's not going to ramp it into that chamber. That chamber's not deep enough anyways, but it's nice that it is like a chamber of some sort. And back there, that would be the other part of the locking chamber on the real gun at least. So yeah, it's more about just fidgeting, doing that. And then you see the hammer gets pushed back, and then you can pull the trigger. Nice clicking noises. Again, the safety doesn't really do much. That screw is very tight as well. Okay. This side there's a different text right there. Made in Israel. Okay. And what the heck is that? What is this thing? Is that a takedown lever? Probably. It looks like it actually rotates also. What else is there to see? There's a tiny notch in the back, so you could look down the sight there. Can't really see any sort of spring back here. So I'm a little curious, if I push this out, can I spin it and take the gun down? Probably. I don't know. There's some sort of spring in here, just keeping it all together. I've never used a real Desert Eagle. Actually, before I forget, look at the barrel. It does go down a little bit, but only that much. And then you also notice the barrel doesn't actually move on this gun. It's just the lower slide in the back part. So must be pretty accurate. Yeah, okay, so this. So if I push that all the way out, try to rotate this downwards, but it's proving difficult. I don't want to scratch up the plating. Oh, wait, come on, does that come out? I don't know. I feel like it's coming out. No. I think that's just me pushing. Well, now it's staying in that position. Oh, look at that. So, cool. I don't know if I took the other one I had apart, but you have double spring, so that's why it's really hard to push this thing back. And that's screwed together. There's the little back part of it. Yeah, pretty neat, I guess. So it comes with the barrel. And there's this pivoting on those rods. Alright, yeah, so if you want to separate these two, you'd only have to unscrew that, get those rods and springs out of there, and then you can take the barrel out. But I don't see a need to do that, so just put it back together. Down here, yeah, so how that thing works. Okay, push that. So you only really need to move this around 45 degrees. It doesn't go a full 90. See, right now it's at an angle like that, and that's what's keeping the rail from sliding forward. But if you can get that, push it in, make it horizontal, which happens to be 45 degrees out here, then it just slides past, right? Yeah, that barrel, I mean that bullet is way down there. That's a strange design. I don't know if the real gun has rails that just stop that far away. But I guess maybe it doesn't matter because, you know, the barrel's fixed. Yeah, that's really hard to actuate, but it's almost like a exercise. Alright, that's enough fidgeting for now. Let's look at a few other pistols. So where's the other one I have here with the regular black plastic grips? Just a nice satin dark gray color. Very cool. Let's see, we do have a Glock from Alloy Empire. That's G17 with a funky lime colored grip. Nice wooden gripped Yingtu 1911. So yeah, Yingtu makes cool stuff. And they have normal 1911s without the wooden grips again. So here's one right here with plastic grips. For some reason though, this one will not cock all the way back. So you might have some quality problems with these things. I guess these are my pimpish guns. The most pimp guns I have right now. So shiny. The camera's really freaking out. Yeah, this thing is cool. It is so chromed. Good job, Yingtu. It definitely looks like a pimp gun. And the contrast with the real wood grip, it's pretty classy. I like it. In a pimp way, of course. So, fake Lego mini bricks, John Wick likes it as well. Although John Wick would never use it. It's not quite tactical enough for him. Thanks for watching, though. We'll see you next time I get a keychain to gun in.